So you got it?
Can you speak English? Na ilawa be, ilawa kole, kolelo yamini, kole, kolelo. Take me to your mama. I don't want no drama. Come to the people now bring my heart. I know you can face it so. Teta with my teta. Pick up, then I play high and see. Tita don't engage you. Run on the my little high. I was standing asking people. Adaho, tell me if I die. Adaho, tell me if I die. My ears, I met you right, yeah. Tell me I'm a coming, yeah. Tell me I need drama, yeah. Tell me I'm a coming, yeah. Mediani kamae, Tima to Kenya to Nenu, Bagana to Kenya to Nenu, Igama. The way I can go, can go, Ilagan, illegal, yagan, yigagan, itwagan, imagan.
Lopus Kitchen, a Liberian-owned business operated by Johnson and Wales University's trained chef Joyce Matowia, is your dining away from home. At Lopus Kitchen, we prepare all kinds of Liberian cuisines, including fried and rare oil potatoes green, kidney beans, palava sauce, fever leaves, and a lot more. We also make rice bread, meat pies, cookies, Benesi candies, and all kinds of pastry products. Place in your order online today from anywhere in the US at www.lorpukRTCHEN.com. The good news is your package is sealed in an insulated cooling box and reaches your destination well preserved and fresh. Save yourself the stress and order the best from a professional chef. Lopus Kitchen keeps your fingers licking.
Make you smile, Angelina.
After party, yeah. Party after party, yeah.
There's one place, and that place is the place you can find all your party supply. It's Models D Party Supply on Camp Johnson Road. It's Models D Party Supply. Has all and every kinds of party supplies you need, ranging from party dishes, plastic tablecloths, Disney party banners for kids, flowers for weddings and parties, balloons, different colors and sizes, party dishes, different colors and sizes, gift wrap papers. We also do the following: rental services, chairs, tables, chair covers, table runners, and chair sarge. You can find them all. Models D Party Supply. Our quality products bring you in, and our low prices bring you back. That's why we are Models D Party Supplies. Contact us on Camp Johnson Road, Monrovia, Liberia, next to Yes Transport, or call us on 0777 671 814. 0886 777 665.
Makeup, they say, increases people's perception of a woman's likability, competence, and trustworthiness. That's why I introduce to you Major Millions Beauty and Market. Major Millions Beauty and Market has the best skin and hair care products. The beauty parlor also has hair accessories, including hairspray, hair gel, A hair dryer, makeup palettes, Major Millions customized lip gloss, shoes, bags, cancellers, blushes, and a lot more. Guess what? Major Millions Beauty and Market has on sale well packaged African products to include your favorite cuisine, cassava leaves, potato greens, palava sauce, palm butter, etc. Customers purchasing goods worth over 100 United States dollars will have free delivery once they are 15 minutes drive away from our location. Locate us at 10 Chestnut Drive, Elton, Maryland, 21921. Better still, call us on cell numbers 302-316-6813 or log onto our website www.majormillionsbeautysupply.com. Major Millions Beauty Supply. We move.
I say, honey, have you heard about the Global Net TV?
Oh, yes, sweetheart. I read about them. At GlobalNet ITV, they provide superior television services with endless selections of TV channels and many options to include live TV.
That's a great news.
Yes, they provide news, entertainment, premier sports like NBA, American football, major soccer leagues, movies, and favorite TV shows with endless content and no service interruptions.
Sweetheart, is that all?
No, they also have adult content included with parental guidance. Also, check out their 6-month plan for only $96 and their 12-month plan for only $176. Wow, honey, isn't that a great news?
Yes, but sweetheart, how can we get in touch?
Yes, you can contact us at 226-946-1090 or visit our website at www.globalnetitv.com.
We all know the headache we go through sending money to our loved ones, friends, and family in Liberia. High fees, long lines in banks, the usual complaint of the system being down, such a waste of time and energy. That is why I was very happy when I learned that SendWave is now in Liberia. So now I can send money anytime from anywhere directly from my smartphone to the MTN Lone Star Cell mobile money account of a loved one, friend, or family within seconds for just a tiny fee. So download SendWave now to your phone from your Apple Store or Google Play Store. Add your details, and don't worry, they are very safe and secure. And start sending money today. Don't forget to insert the promo code COSTA to get free $5 credit added to your first transfer. SendWave is secure, super fast, and by far the most affordable way to send money to Liberia. I'm Henry P. Costa and a very happy customer. Thank you.
Friday, the 10th of September 2021. The time in Monrovia is 7:30 a.m. The time in Delaware is 3:30 a.m. And we're very glad to be here. It's the final edition of the program for the week. Good morning, Walker.
Yeah, good morning, Costa, and good morning to our many listeners home and abroad. It's good to be here on a wet Friday morning.
Yep. The thing I know about Liberia, when it rains, it rains. Or as they say, when it rains, it pours. And then when the sun shines, oh man, there's blistering heat.
Yeah.
So what's up?
Well, nothing much. Just like today, the 12th graders sit their WAS exam. They'll start today and they will be there for like 10 days from now to the 20th of this month. So we wish them well as they all begins the WAS exam on today.
Mm-hmm. What's the news in town? Otherwise, what's cooking?
Well, it just centered around about
what's the latest with the AFL soldiers that were arrested, Waka? So it is indeed confirmed. We know that for a fact that 3, not 4, 3 AFL soldiers were arrested for their alleged involvement in armed robbery. Did you get any additional information regarding that?
Yeah, according to the police spokesman on yesterday, the AFL guys were like patrolling around the Oro belt, and they met this blockade. You know, normally the youth of the community in the night, they block the road for intruders, people that will come and intrude in the community and whatsoever. So when they noticed that the guys that were coming were AFL guys, so they started running away from the roadblock that they put at the Kalono area there.
So
So they
you mean the
started,
community youth
yeah,
fled when they
yeah,
noticed the people that were approaching their checkpoint were AFL people?
sure. So they fled the place, and while they were going, and the AFL guys started running behind them because they said they were afraid who will come and put a blockade on the road at that time of the night because they don't know about anything like that. So they started running behind them. That's according to Moses Carter. According to Moses Carter. So he said the AFL guys started running behind them. So other people felt that the AFL guys were armed robber, blah, blah, blah. So, but they are not been really clear on, because yesterday they turned the guys over to the military police, in the AFL to do more investigation, but they haven't come up yet with
Were
a
they
final.
armed? Were the 3 soldiers armed?
He didn't state that if they were armed or not.
Were they wearing their uniforms?
Yes, they were in a uniform.
And why were they in that area at that time?
He didn't state that because he just said they were patrolling in the night.
But there are no AFL soldiers assigned or deployed in that area, right?
Sure.
Exactly. They don't have any barracks there. They don't have any base there. So what could they possibly be doing out in that area at that time of the morning? I'm told this is around 2, 3, 4 a.m. right?
Yeah, 3 a.m.
3 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they're hiding something, Buckeye?
Not a security issue, so probably there is something under that.
Who arrested them? Because they were arrested.
Well, yeah, they were arrested by the police. The police took them to the police station in Congo Town before transferring them to the police HQ.
Okay, so why would the police arrest AFL soldiers if they didn't seem suspicious? I think they're hiding something. Yeah.
Sure.
I think they probably are trying to cover this thing up because it is just too embarrassing to say that AFL soldiers were involved in something like this. I mean, not that we're hoping that it is true, but that's what we heard. That was the initial report. And for them to now be saying that it is not the case, that the soldiers were simply patrolling, but patrolling the area. Why would they be patrolling the area? There's no base around there. Yeah, there's no base around there. So it's very strange. Mm-hmm. Now,
yesterday
there's a body of a dead man somewhere at the SD Cooper Road. Yeah, just all kinds of things happen in the country, my man. All kinds of things happen in the country. But you are saying, go on.
Yeah, yesterday I wanted you to chip in on the issue about the collaborating political parties. The last time they met at Calabash and came up with some agreement. Later on, we saw posts from folks from the Alternative National Congress expressing that dissatisfaction on how the tenure of Madam Yombly Kanga Lawrence were extended by a month. And yesterday, Mr. Cummings wrote the heir of the collaborating political parties, also expressing his dissatisfaction on ground that Mr. Bwaka should take over instead of the senator being the heir for another month. And yesterday also, Mr. Ure came up and make it clear to the Liberian people that the issue about the extension of the tenure of Madam Nyombli Kanga Lawrence was based on how they can accommodate or how they can make it possible that the alternative National Congress can be able to hold their convention and come up with a standard bearer that will represent them at the upcoming primaries. So according to Mr. Ure, Alexander Kumi and the ANC hasn't registered for the upcoming consensus building an upcoming primary, and that was why they agreed to extend the tenure of Madam Nyombli Kanga Lawrence to a month to enable her take them to what they want. So those are the both sides. And you know, when it comes to such an issue, the other people who don't know about it, they start to hoard and put on Facebook. These other people start to hoard and put on Facebook. That's just what it's been like the few days on the social media.
Well, Baga, it is true. I woke up and I saw the pictures of the 4 political leaders meeting, and a number of their party officials were present. They had a meeting at Calabash, the CPP meeting. All the leaders of the 4 parties were present, and they issued a statement that Yombli's tenure will be extended by a month. I believe Yombli made a request that her tenure be extended by a month to allow her complete a number of things she had embarked upon, one of which is to pave the way for the consensus discussions to be held. And of course, I don't think there is going to be a consensus. It's a waste of time. Anyhow, Yombli made that request. But then they issue a statement after that particular meeting. And the ANC was part of the meeting, and they issued a statement. So they were in agreement that an extension be granted by 1 month, because the next person to take over as chairperson is Joe Bwakai. So Joe Bwakai agreed to allow Yombli have an extension for a month. Now, the man who is supposed to take over is not the one complaining about the extension. It is the ANC. But what's confusing me, Bwaga, is that the ANC were in the meeting. They were at the meeting. And after the meeting, a statement was issued. You saw the statement, right?
Yeah.
Did you really read the statement, Bwaga?
I really not go through it all, but I saw that.
But after the meeting, we heard a number of things. That one of which was that Yombli's tenure was extended based on a request by her.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, Mr. Cummings was there. Why didn't he object there? You see what I'm saying? Mr. Cummings did not object to the request Yombli made for an extension of a tenure. Mr. Cummings agreed. At least that's what we were told, because they issued a statement. We read a statement they issued after the meeting that Yombli made a request for her tenure to be extended. And Joe Bwakai, whose turn it is to step in and chair the CPP for the next 8 months, beginning October, agreed to allow Yombli extend her tenure, or to allow Yombli's tenure to be extended a little into his time. That's what happened. So then after the meeting, after the statement to that effect was put out, and everybody thought everything was harmonious, everything was great, people started having this, it was like a kumbaya moment. You know, the political leaders whose respective partisans are at each other's throats on Facebook, and one another's throats on Facebook. Everybody thought they had a good meeting, and everybody was pleased. But then, to our surprise, the ANC operatives on social media began to decry the arrangement. They started condemning the whole thing, that it ran ultra-virus to the constitution and to the framework of the CPP, and it was undemocratic and blah, 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 blah. And then, Baka, you were saying, because I haven't read that letter, you were saying that Mr. Cummings wrote a letter, Baka?
Yeah.
I haven't read that letter. I'm only hearing about it now. That Mr. Cummings wrote a letter complaining or registering his disapproval of the extension granted to Yombly.
Yep. That
surprises me. Doesn't that surprise you?
Sure. Because if he disagree in a meeting, right after that, we have media people right out there waiting for them after the meeting. He should have at least told journalists that, oh, yes, we had this X, Y, and Z, but for me, I disagree on the extension of the tenure of Madam Yambli Kangas Lawrence.
He didn't say that.
That's it. Then the news will be in the air that, yes, you disagree right there in a meeting. Instead of you leaving from there a day or two, they will see your folks coming on social media, But now what they are basing it on is that, how Ambassador Bwaka isn't well to handle the affairs of the CPP for now, so he needs medical treatment. That's why he doesn't want to take over the CPP, blah, blah, blah. Those are some of the rumors in the air.
No, not rumors. Those are some of the nasty propaganda by them. Is that also when we say, the ANC folks like to cause trouble that they can't handle, then they let us say, this is like Costa trying to make the trouble. Yes, they're the ones that started spreading all that kind of negative nonsense. But the point is, what? Mr. Cummings was at the meeting when the position was adopted that Yombly's tenure be extended by a month. Mr. Cummings did not disagree from what we're told. So is it that, Bwaka, did he go back to his party and then his party people raise the issue? Is that why Mr. Cummings changed his position?
Sure.
That's why he changed his position?
Probably.
So his people in your party might have told him, you should not have agreed. And so now, after he had given his word and accepted that Yombly's tenure be extended by a month in order to allow her time to conclude what she's been engaged with, then Mr. Cummings does a complete 180-degree turn and says, no, I'm against it. But that doesn't speak well of his leadership ability, Bwaka. You can't go to a discussion as a leader and you agree to something, and then you leave, and then you go and then you say, well, you no longer agree with it. It does not.
Please check your
Facebook saying all manners of things. Now,
check your WhatsApp.
There is another issue that I've told some people in private, and I will say it to you publicly, that is going to be a big subject of bickering and noise in the CPP. And we are discussing this as political commentators, because our duty, first and foremost, is to our job that we do. It is not to the CPP. First and foremost. Now, for the CPP convention that is supposed to happen next year, listen to what I'm about to say, folks. They set up a committee to draft the guidelines for the convention. The guidelines will determine the manner in which the convention will be conducted. The guidelines will also include the different types, the different ways that people, the delegates, and the political parties can vote at the convention. In these guidelines, specifically regarding how the parties can vote, they have proposed, and I say proposed because these guidelines have not been what? The draft guidelines. It hasn't been adopted. It has been proposed. It has been proposed that there are two ways a political party may vote. When I say a political party, I mean one of the four political parties may vote in the primary process. Number one, block voting.
Yeah.
Or pledge delegate voting. That is a style of voting whereby my party, for example, the ALP, may choose that particular mode of voting. And the way that one works is that all of our delegates, 310 delegates, may sign a resolution. All 310 of them, and cast all of their votes in one block voting. Let me repeat. And this works here in the United States. I was just actually reading about it again this morning, just now, as a matter of fact, before the show started. The way it works is that the delegates will say, all of us are supporting John Brown. And what they do is that they pledge all of their votes to one particular candidate. So, for example, the ALP has consistently said that they are supporting who? Joe Boakai.
Joe Boakai, yeah.
If the ALP chooses to use the black voting method at the convention, that means the ALP, all of their 310 delegates at the convention will affix their signatures to a resolution pledging all of their votes to Joe Boakai. If the Unity Party decides to use that same method of the block voting, that means the Unity Party will also pledge all of their 310 delegates to Joe Boakai. What does that mean? That means it is not possible, or it would not be possible, for anybody to try to lobby any of their delegates to induce them for, to try to be subtle, to bribe them to vote for you. It would not be possible. In a scenario where a party chooses to vote in the block voting method, or using the block voting method, or the pledged delegate voting method, you would not be able to get any of the votes. Now, Boakai, the other method of voting that has been proposed, there are two methods that have been proposed in the guidelines. The guidelines, they've drafted the guidelines. The other method is the individual voting. That means another party may choose to say, we don't want to use the block voting method. That means we will allow our partisans or our delegates, 310 of them, to vote based on their free will. To vote based on their free will. So that means the delegates of those parties that will choose the individual voting or the free will voting can have their delegates go and choose whoever they want to vote for. So these are the two methods of voting that have been proposed. And this proposal will make its way to the executive committee of the CPP. This is the highest decision-making body. All right. Now, already on Facebook, folks.
Yeah.
Since last night.
Yeah.
The ANC folks have already started to do what, right?
Running with it.
They are in a panic mode.
Sure.
The ANC people are angry. They are against the black voting, the proposed black voting method. They only support the individual voting. They are saying that it is undemocratic, that the CPP should allow all the delegates to vote as they choose based on their free will. Now, they propose two methods of voting. Your party can decide how it wants to vote. The other parties can decide how they want to vote. Baga, do you know what inspired this particular proposal?
No.
Here is what inspired it. When the recording leaked of Elder Jala, the vice chair for operations of the Liberty Party, you remember that recording?
Yeah.
The recording in which the vice chair for the Liberty Party for operations was heard telling the Grand Jira County chairperson of the Liberty Party that they were distributing motorbikes and more benefits will come as long as they vote for a particular candidate. And which candidate did he say they should vote for? Okay.
Yeah.
Which candidate did Elder Jala say in that recording that his party delegates should vote for?
The ANC.
Where did he say the money was coming from to buy the motorbikes and the gifts?
Mr. Cummins and the ANC.
Thank you. This is the vice chair for operations of the Liberty Party telling his county chairman that they had made a decision to vote for Ellis Cummins as the standard bearer of the CPP, and Mr. Cummins was going to provide him more money and more benefits.
Yeah.
Now, if you, Boaga, were a member, an official in the CPP going to the convention, having heard that recording and seeing the motorbikes that were given out, would you not be concerned?
I will be concerned, 100%.
Thank you. Would you not try to protect your votes?
I will.
First of all, let me tell you something. The Unity Party Constitution, for example, states very clearly that all their delegates are bound to vote for them. The UP, I don't know about the ALP's constitution, but the Unity Party's constitution is very clear. It says all Unity Party delegates participating in any and every convention are bound to vote for only Unity Party candidates. So, if that be the constitution of the Unity Party, and Unity Party decides to adopt the black voting method, to have all their delegates sign one resolution and vote for them, because they are concerned about potential bribing of delegates, should it be the prerogative, or should it be the business of ANC?
No.
The ANC business as to how Boaga wants to vote?
Nope.
In your party? Boaga, answer. Give me your view, Boaga. We are talking.
Yeah, I said no, Costa, because it's not his concern. It's my political party.
It's my party.
Yeah.
I choose how I want my delegates to vote. And they do this in America too. How can you tell me that I'm going to send my delegates to go on a free will? You keep saying, Yahweh, y'all go to convention. Okay. Who makes threat about convention all the time? Which are the four parties?
That, the ANC.
They always saying what? You don't go to the convention. Ain't you say you're popular?
Yeah.
Ain't you say you're popular? You
You
don't go
get
to
it.
the convention.
Mm-hmm.
You agree that Bwaga is more popular than you. But you say what? You keep saying, let's go to the convention. Let's go to the convention. Well, if Bwaga is more popular than you, which you admit to all the time,
Yeah.
but you say you can beat him at the convention. So then what are you depending on?
Cash.
What are you depending on? You say Henry Costa more popular than you. You admit, you agree. But then you say you can beat Henry Costa only at the what? Convention.
Convention.
So what are you depending on? So now ANC is crying already when the proposal has not even been adopted. My people, the thing is simple. The AFP and the Unity Party and the Liberty Party and the ANC can choose how they want to vote. Do they want to use the black voting method? And we'll put it to our people. We're going to open the phone lines. And we're going to open the phone lines. We're going to ask our people, what method of voting do you support in the CPP or at the CPP convention? Bwaga, are you there? It looks like their electricity is gone off. Let's wait and see. Probably reconnect with Bwaga. So the issue is, why are you scared? Why are you scared about how people will vote? You see? Why are you scared about how people will vote? It is none of your business. People can decide to choose to take all their delegates to the convention and so that you can bribe them to vote for you. Or they can decide, we're not going to take our delegates to the convention like sheep to be slaughtered. We will adopt or we will choose the black voting method whereby our delegates will commit and pledge beforehand and in writing to vote for our candidate or for the candidate of the choice of our party. So the ANC is afraid of that. Their people are already on Facebook crying. Oh man, they were already on Facebook last night crying. Oh, it's undemocratic. No, you cannot do this. And let delegate them vote the way they want to vote. Let them decide for themselves. But wait now, my children in my house. I say I want my children to take by around 10 o'clock. You my neighbor. Now your business. About what time I'm gonna tell my children to take back? Somebody asking whether it is democratic. It is democratic. Black voting. You can tell your delegate how you want to vote. That your party. And you pledge and all they can pledge. They do it in America. They do it all over the world. It is democratic. They use it in America. They use it all over the world. So the issue here is we're going to ask our people. I don't know what wrong with Bwaga them. I can't get Bwaga. Let me try to call him back. I don't know what's wrong with them. When they go up, they don't call me to even tell me anything. To say something, they don't even say it. I mean, what's going on? Yeah, but if you take your phone and call me 1 minute, you will die. Put it on, man. They're trying to switch power source. Yeah, so just stay put. They'll be back shortly. But this thing is important. It is very, very important. So, folks, black voting. When Bwaga comes back on shortly, we will go to the phone lines and we will take calls. What method of voting or how you think people can vote? Should people be allowed? Should the political parties be allowed their free will to decide how to vote? That is the question. That is the question. Today is the birthday of Councillor Tobo Yinswa. And we want to say, Councillor Yinswa, we dedicate today's edition of the Costa Show to you. We wish you all the best as God has allowed you to see yet another year. We wish that this new birthday, this new age, this new milestone will bring you more blessings of increased wisdom, and prosperity, and good health, and good spirits, and all the best. Counselor Yinswa, happy birthday to you, and we wish you all the best. Now, Bogai, tell George to check all the apps, Tuning, MyTuner, the website, all the different apps to make sure they're all working. Because you know, thousands of people listen to those apps while people are watching Facebook Live. That's what some people don't realize. We're on 6 different platforms, and we're not just here on Facebook Live. We're not a Facebook Live show. So yeah. So, Bogai, we're gonna go to the phone line and ask our people. What do you have to say about the two proposed methods of voting? Individual voting, or the delegate may decide how he or she wants to vote, or the party can decide that they want to use the block voting method. Let's go to the lines and take some calls. Where do you stand? Wagai, where do you stand? Now, we're going to take a tally. Wagai.
Yeah.
We're going to ask the people to tell us which method they support. Which method of voting do you support? And give us your view. We don't just want you to just vote. Why do you support it? Do you agree with the other parties that are concerned that money might be used? We already heard people are giving people money. They give motorcycles. And we heard the Liberty Party Vice Chair for Operations, Elder Jala, who was suspended by his party because he went ahead and was dividing motorbikes with the folks and telling them how they were going to vote. Okay, check the tuning. I see Noah Zao Gibson say the tuning is off. Tell George to check it. And let's go to the phone lines and begin to take calls there. We want to hear from our people. Make it brief, but at least give us a reason why you support what you support. Are you in favor of the block voting or you're in favor of the individual voting? And do you believe it is the right of the individual parties within the CPP to choose or to elect what method of voting to use? Give us a view. Give us
All right.
view.
I will take our first caller on the line, but you can call on 0770 102 102 0886 0103 83 0555 102 102, and the WhatsApp is +231 888 62 4171. So yes, so keep your calls coming in. We have the block voting and we have the in-person voting. So
and when you choose which one you favor, tell us why. Tell us why you favor the particular one you favor. Why do you support this one and why do you support, or why do you not support the other one? It is a right to do so.
Okay. Now, so let's
go to the lines.
Yeah, let's take our first caller on this line. Good morning.
Good morning, Wagai. Good morning to Henry, my good friend and brother. My name is Charles Robert, and I am in Monrovia. I am a member of the Unity Party. I support the block voting, and I don't know because you say I should give reason. It is not the Unity Party hierarchy that says that delegates should vote the block voting. It is the delegates themselves that said we do plenty. What do we want to take delegates? If somebody was going to say, but no man, not a lot of people, they're going to know without even drop out. So that's way one. We saw a resolution, they will vote. And that decision, it is the right of the partisan, and leaders must lead. And they must lead according to the way and pleasure of the people that lead. So if the people that lead, this is how we want our vote to be count. I don't know what the other people that are making for us. That's how we want to count our vote. And we want to take our leadership. So it's not a fair anyway.
All right. Thank you so much, Charles Robert. The first caller there. You can keep. Let's take another person here. Good morning.
Good morning, leader. How are you this morning? And my name is Noah Zao Gibson, a member of the Unity Party forever until Jesus Christ comes. Amen. And listen, They told him it's already on. Let me make this clarification. Now, I support the block voting. And there's a reason for which I support the block voting. Look, some people will not think that they know plenty, that they will come create a kind of flat process and think that they can mortgage the Liberian people's future with somebody who has not got the number at all, but he's very competent, which is unarguable, but he doesn't have the number. So, I mean, to perpetuate with that stay in power that will continue the suffering and any frustrating you, I would say, as Liberians who have got some business interest here that you want to invest for the climate exams because of the kind of our governance that we're experiencing. So, obviously, when you will support the block voting, and I have no apology for that, we will ask other parties who also support us to join the block voting. You are experienced at UP. You're leading here. We know we were there before you. Where was you?
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay, let's take more calls there. Now, folks, those are the two methods of voting. The block voting and the free will or individual voting. The ANC people are saying, we're against the block voting. We want Unity Party and ALP and Liberty Party to bring their delegates to the convention, and they should be free to vote for whoever they want to vote for. Whereas the constitution of the UP, for example, I haven't checked the ALP's constitution, states very clearly that the delegates of their party are bound to vote for their candidate. Let's go to the lines and take more calls there.
Yeah, I'm going to put a specific number out for the ANC folks before they say, oh, blah, blah, blah. We don't have
no specific number. Don't do it that way. Announce the numbers, Waka. Let the numbers be announced. Everybody is free to call.
Yeah, 077, okay, 0770 102 102. That's the number to call. 0770 102 102 0886 010383. That's 0886 010383. For those in the diaspora, the WhatsApp number is +231 888 624171. +231 888 624171. Let's take somebody from the diaspora this morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Costa Show.
The Costa Show, welcome. Your name, where you joining us from?
Yeah, this is Dick Nelson calling from Japan.
Okay, Dick, welcome.
I think selecting delegates from each party is well understood. But if there, I want to know first, there's a clause within the CPP agreement that said that there can be only one vote for all delegates, or the whole entire delegate for each party can decide.
No, the CPP framework does not say anything about that. That's why they are drafting the guidelines.
But if not, then each individual sent by their party or the entire delegate should be given the right to exercise their vote. They have to, yes, the party send them, but
okay, so you're going for the individual vote or the block vote? Which one?
At the end of the day, they can change their mind.
So you're going for the block vote, right?
I go for every party official that will be sent there to vote should vote individually.
Okay, thank you so much. Individual
he wants the party, the delegates to have the free will.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And so ANC is against the black voting because they are afraid that if there is black voting, they will not be able to win. And I can understand that because if ALP and UP use the black voting method, it's over. It's over, Walker.
Yeah. Yes. So they're taking some calls. Keep them coming in. Let's take another person from this line. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm okay. Your name is joining us from?
My name is Gus Johnson. I'm calling from Lima, Ghana, specifically.
Good morning. Good morning, Gus.
Hey, Costa. How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing good, brother.
Okay, great. All right. I think block voting should be the way forward.
And why do you support the block voting, Gus?
individual, they will be manipulated. You know, our politics is it has a lot of factors, especially the cash factor, which I feel it will not work well for our national political interest. I think block voting will be okay.
Okay. Thank you so much. Now take Uncle Mark Fire David from South Sudan. Good morning, Uncle Mark, and welcome.
Good morning, Black Guy. Good morning, Henry.
Morning, my brother Mike.
Yeah, you're live.
You hearing me, right?
Yeah, loud and clear. Welcome, you're live.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for having me, and hello from East Africa. Secondly, I go for the black voting because it is good for institutional unity and one voice as a team. So I will appreciate us going for black voting. And either way it goes, the black guy will definitely win the nomination because Liberty Party has already said they support. ALP has said they support white guy. Unity Party coming in supporting white guy, and then Liberty Party will be divided. So 310 each side for white guy. That would be 620, and then 620 going to ANC. But if one person just leave ALP and vote for white guy, it's done. The problem here is with the Unity Party. Unity Party is infiltrated. Unity Party would not want to go for one for us. But however, if they want to go for black voting and with one for us, there is a done deal. We should look at Unity Party, not Liberty Party. Unity Party itself is infiltrated. That's what I know. Thank you. God bless you. See you guys soon.
Thank you so much, Uncle Mark. He's going for the.
Thank you, my brother. Let's take some more calls there. Why is the ANC angry about the proposal? Now, they want to go to accept one, but they don't want to accept the other one. Let's take more calls, Baka.
Yeah, good morning. Your name, where you calling us from?
I'm calling from other side.
Welcome.
Yeah, I choose a black voting because for time immemorial we see several candidates trying to induce people with money, cash violence. And this has gone on to this election today. We all suffering it. So we don't want anybody to bring on cash violence into our election. If you have your cash, continue managing your business, continue doing your humanitarian affairs. But now in the public view that we're going to select somebody that's going to take out the ability of this country. We tired of somebody inducing us with money, we tired of dinner. So we choose the black voting. Thank you.
Thank you. Going for black voting. Let's take somebody on the WhatsApp number this morning. Good morning. Your name, where you joining us from?
Thank you very much. I'm Martin Wright and Kelly from the Saka. I'm talking to Vita.
Number, welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much. I just want to make a few points, but I go for the block voting anyway. But I just want to make a specific point here for people to understand. As an institution, when you go in for a competition, when you go for the opponent, the simple question block voting is also democracy. Simple balance is also democracy, which means if you like to choose, it's up to you. So don't get it twisted. The second thing I want to stress is when I listen to people last night after disappointment, finally, because nobody tried to explain, make anything, but their content was totally different. They have that mentality of the 60s. Number one, Yogi Kanga did not complain. And it's Mr. Butter did not complain. And the second thing is she's asking, they're not even a set of proposal yet, that's the first thing. And then people going around investing and they saying, now still think about all these things. So they got people to know, mobile monitoring, as far as you are completely, Nathan Margaret, to say that that's not good. They're not the other thing. Now, people doing their team and working together the team, the whole thing is complaining. But we know all these things are from, and we know their mentality, and we'll do something better now.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now, Bagai, I send my delegates to vote. I want my delegates to all vote for me. You say no. Send your delegates so I can bribe them to vote for me. Eh? Can you imagine, Boga? I should send my delegates so that they can exercise their free will. Because the only way you feel you can win is to go and lobby my delegates, to lobby them, to bribe them to vote for you. So you are against the block voting. Let's take more calls. So block voting is winning.
Now take this question. The WhatsApp number. Good morning. Your name, where joining us from?
Yeah, good morning to you, Baka, and good morning to our leader, Henry P. Costa.
Basso boy.
Yeah. Good morning to you, Baka, and good morning to the listener around the world. Baka, I will go for the blood voting. Because the reason is that when everybody is going to vote, when you are going to vote, you are going with one voice, as the previous caller said, and you will know what you are voting on. You will know the candidate that you are carrying, and everybody, at least that joy, that unity, that togetherness will be there. It will be a great fun on that day. Why they are afraid? Because they know that blood voting, they are not going to win anything. And they only depends on the Unity Party, because why? That's the only way at least they will get small vote. And to what the meeting that they had, Waka, you Cummings know very well. He was in the meeting and he was present. Everything was said in that meeting. I don't know why he has to come out just to come and write a letter and say that he is not part of it. No, that was totally wrong on his part. And when I heard that thing this morning as leader was saying, I was shocked. I heard Kumu would just come out and say something like that. You see, he was in the, why he didn't say that day? Why they open up that day? Immediately after the meeting, he should have opened it up, but he didn't do it. That is why they did in Moserado. When he went and registered his candidate at the back of everybody, and we have to lose. You see, we have to lose. And it was no good. It was not good on our part. So I beg you, please, let the CPP go. Let's go for the blood voting so that everybody can be happy. Thank you, Baka, and thank you to our leader.
Thank you. Let's take more calls there. Basketball, thank you so much calling from Nigeria. Let's take more calls.
All right. Let's take,
yes,
welcome. Good morning.
Thank you. Let me say good morning to my ever-potent, energetic, patriotic, and nationalistic, unforgettable hero, Petro Costa. Good morning, Petro.
Good morning to you, Boga. Morning.
Thank you, Petro, and thank you, Boga, for the effort, always bringing the information to the Liberian people. I support the black voting. Let me be forever clear. And the reason we shall support the black voting, because it will be transparent more than the individual delegate voting. We saw what happened in Ganta or Praga. Why the ANC won the individual candidate, the individual or delegate voting. It's because they will let, and they will be ready to tolerate and financial influence the process. Financial influence the process. If in Ganta, ANC did it. ANC went and tolerate the process in Ganta. It was to the far-sightedness. It was to the far-sightedness of our political leader, Honorable Kenneth Yue, that was very quick to understand and how you went and destroy all the delegates.
Okay.
Destroy all the delegates. It's because ANC has the force. They still have it or what? Tolerate the process. So I support the black voting.
All right. Thank you so much, Poka Raba, for calling in and making your point.
But Bagayo, if you are in Unity Party and you in ALP and you heard that recording from the vice chair for operations of the Liberty Party saying that Cummings is the one they're carrying and he giving them money to get them motorbike, to get them stuff. You think you will want to carry your delegates there by themselves to go decide how they will vote? First of all, let me ask you a question. The four parties that joined the CPP, how did they join? Did they join as individuals or they join as party?
They join as party.
Okay, then if they join a party, why they can vote as party? The 4 parties that make up the CPP, how did they join? They did not join as individuals. They joined as political parties. All the documents they sign in CPP, how do they sign them?
As party.
Thank you. They sign as party. Because you want lobby with the other colleagues, you are depending on what? Bribing.
Yeah.
And then you say, yeah, you're popular, but you just go, somebody say they can play better than you. Then you say, okay, and you can play better. Yeah, we know you can play better football. But let's go to the game. You see, what are you depending on? What are you depending on? You know the man can play better than you. You know the team got good striker. You know the team got good defender. You know their playing patterns are great. But you're still saying you can beat them during the game. So, what are you depending on? Let's go to the lines and take more calls then. Block voting versus individual voting. How do you vote, fellow Liberians? So far, 9 callers support block voting and only 1 caller supports individual voting. Let's take some more calls.
Okay, let's take somebody from this. Good morning.
Good morning, Boakai.
Yeah, your name, are you calling us from?
Yeah, this is Marshall Samola, the National Secretary General for the Youth Congress and Unity Party.
You have to speak up, my brother. We're not getting you clear.
I said this is V. Marshall Samola, the National Secretary General for the National Youth Congress of Unity Party.
Okay, welcome.
I'm calling from Conway. First of all, I want to thank Henry Costa for this brilliant show. You know, you guys will start things here started because we have already discovered as we have already discovered the secret, because we are a veteran party and we know these things. So we were far-sighted to say, oh yes, we're going to block voting. And of course, we're going to stick to it. We're going to take the block voting. And Costa, I have been inboxing you directly, but you have not responded to me. This is off the show. But please respond to me, my brother.
What did he say? Name is again?
He said, what's your name again?
My name is V. Marshall Samola.
P. Marshall Samola. Okay.
Okay, tell him I'm checking my inbox. But go to the lines. I can take more calls. So we got 10 calls for black voting, 1 call for individual voting.
Good morning. Your name, are you calling from?
Yeah, good morning, sir. This is Peter Koye calling from Brooklyn.
Welcome, Mr. Koye.
Okay, and I greet you, Baka, and I greet Mr. Costa. Well, I'm for the individual voting, because we have to do everything also in conformity with our organic laws. When we go to national elections that even have a huge number more than what we are talking about right now, do we do block voting?
But you know the reason why they don't do that? Listen to me. But I gotta tell that call, I want to say something to him.
He's listening.
National voting, you're talking about hundreds of thousands or over 1 million voters. There is no way you can tell people how to vote in a general election. But in the political party, at a convention, people, even in America, the political parties here use pledge delegate voting or block voting. But when they go to general election, they don't tell their people how to vote. But when they go to convention, they can tell their people how to vote. You understand, my brother?
I'm understanding what you're saying.
Yeah, but that's how it works, and you know it. You sound like an educated man. I'm sure you know that.
My point, Mr. Costa, my point is that we are dealing with a larger number when we go to the national voting. Then we should let our town chiefs and our representatives vote for us, because we are looking at the crowd. But in a political party where 2, 3, or 4 political parties come together, I don't see the need for block voting. We should start that transparency from the bottom.
It is still transparent. There is nothing wrong with black voting. They do it all over the world. In the greatest democracy, they use it. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Let's take
We
more
go for
calls.
the individual voting. So individual voting get 2. So
I even want Bwaga. He won't compare general national election to party election. Conventions are different. Party conventions are different, Bwaga. The political party have the right to make the delegate vote for a certain person. You don't got a free will. But you see, Bwaga, they want the other parties to send their delegates to the slaughterhouse to be slaughtered. That's what they want. I must send my delegates so you can bribe them to vote for you. Then they consider bribery as what? Democratic. Black voting not democratic. Bribery is the democratic one. My man, let's take some more calls there.
all right,
Let's take
let's
more calls
call
there.
it from this one.
Good morning, brother. How you doing?
I'm okay. Your name, where you calling from?
This is Dawood. I'm calling from the 7 months of our country.
Welcome.
Yeah, I support block voting.
Okay.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
If you want to do to that Senate, then nobody.
All right. Thank you. He support block voting. Let me take somebody from the WhatsApp number. Good morning.
Yeah. Yeah, good morning. How you doing?
I'm okay. Your name, where you joining us from?
I'm calling from the great state of Maryland. My name is Kadiatu. Hey, Costa, how you doing?
I'm doing very well, man. I'm very fine. I'm fine.
Oh, okay. So I decided to cut my sleep to join the discussion on the block voting. I think the block voting is the best. But another thing that I'm really thinking about, and I've not heard you discuss, so the CPP Women's Wing, what is going on with it? Because
That's a good question,
the women cannot just continue to be in the corner.
I agree. 100%, ma'am. The women have a lot to contribute and they should play an integral role. I will jump on our advocacy, Madam Kadiatu.
Because we have our own, you're talking about political black. The women got our political black. The whole Washington, D.C., we got our own voting black. Besides that, women globally need to be recognized in the CPP. So I just thought to wake up and let you know we here.
That is true. That is true.
Thank you so much, man.
But hold on, let me tell you something. Larry Kennedy just made a point on the live feed. In the United States, after they have the popular vote, where the delegates go and vote for the candidate of their choice individually. I mean, where the voters go and vote for the candidate. When you win that state, you know what to do? The entire electoral college of that state votes for that candidate. You win all the electoral college votes. If I win the majority of the votes in, say, Texas, the entire electoral college of Texas will go and cast their votes for me. It's a black voting matter. When you win, California has the highest number of electoral college votes. When you win the popular votes in California, the entire California will go and vote for you. The entire electoral college of California, I think it's about 40, no, how many? Let me see how many electoral college vote California. How many electoral college votes does California have? Let me see how many votes California have. But let's go back to the phone lines. So that's the way it works here, Walker. The entire state, all the electoral college votes, you will go and win all. That is the way it works.
All right, let's take somebody from this angle here. Good morning. Your name, where joining us from?
Good morning, Bokai. And good morning to JMB Tact Costa. My name is Mohamed Escone, and I'm calling from Johannesburg.
California has 55 electoral colleges.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
ANC has some t-shirt income. They know they don't have the number. The only they depend on is to put money out to buy voters, to buy delegates. It can't work. It can't work. We support the block voting. You can't force yourself on the people. All the indicators pulling are showing that the people want JMB. The only law who Kumi has is to go to the primary and give people 30 or 50,000 for him to get a number. It can't work. We'll do it in a transparent manner. People will be voting. We'll see them. We'll know who they are. So all Unity Party people will vote for us. You're not going to take our money. You're not going to scale our money for our people to put the vote in that point. So we'll not accept that. You're pretty careful me now. We will not accept it. I see why men on Facebook, one primary. They brought their VPS. They brought VPS. Why they forget about that VPS? They focus on primary. Because all of us were primary, but I said no, VPS we want. They force the VPS on the people. We agree to the VPS. Let's look at the VPS result. The result against them in favor of JMB. Now they want to go for primary because you have to accept it to 20 million now somewhere to get you to delegate money. We're not accept it. I support the block with the 100%.
All right.
Okay, but hold on there, Bagai. You say you Mr. Clean. You say you're not corrupt. But you want bribe delegates to vote for you. Is that not corruption, Bagai?
That's corruption. That's corruption.
You say you're clean. You say you're the only clean man in the whole CPP. But you are depending on bribing delegates to vote for you. So, is that not hypocrisy? We will use the block voting method. And you know how it will pass? There are 20 members of the executive committee of the CPP. 20 members. The proposal is coming before them. ANC has 5 members. ALP has 5 members. Unity Party has 5 members. Liberty Party has 5 members. If they do not agree on a matter based on consensus, you know what they can do? Bagai?
No.
They may just guess back. They put it to a vote. Since ANC is already saying they don't support black voting, the proposal will be put to a vote.
Vote. Mm-hmm.
What do you think the UP5 representative on the executive committee, how you think they will vote?
Block.
How you think the ALP5 representative on the committee will vote?
Block.
How you think the 5 representative for ANC will vote?
Individual.
Then Liberty Party now was split because Liberty Party is split, which is a shame. But Yomli got the majority. So now when the Liberty Party votes, some of them will vote on Yomli's side, and Yomli supports black voting. So what's going to happen, Wagai?
JMB will accumulate more votes.
No, black voting will win.
Yeah.
We're talking about voting on a proposal, Wagai. Not
yeah.
Yes.
Black voting will win.
They will vote on the proposal.
Mm-hmm.
They will vote because they will not reach a compromise or a consensus. The other parties are scared, and rightfully so, because they already heard the vice chair for operations of the Liberty Party saying that they are going to give money to delegates. So you think those parties should not be scared?
They will be.
They will be scared. So whether the ANC likes it or not, black voting will be approved. And the reason is simple. The Unity Party supports black voting. The ALP supports black voting. That's 10 votes. ANC supports individual voting. That's 5 votes. Then Liberty Party, they have 5 votes. If 2 people or 3 people there vote for black voting, the deal is done. Black voting will be adopted as well as individual voting. So there will be 2 methods of voting. You can decide which way, which manner you want to vote. But black voting is democratic. They do it in America. They do it all over the world. In the United States, the Electoral College votes based on black voting. When Buckeye wins the state of California, all of the 55 Electoral College votes in California go to you. When Buckeye wins the state of Delaware, all the 3 Electoral College votes of Delaware go to you. When Buckeye wins Washington, D.C., all the 3 votes in Washington, D.C. go to you. That's what they call black voting. The Electoral College voters, they are called the electors. The electors don't have a choice. Once I won the popular vote in that state, all the electors will vote for me. There are only, I think, 1 or 2 states where they can split it. Yes, I will tell you the names of those states. Of the 50 states, only 1 or 2 states that can divide Electoral College votes. Let's go to the lines and take some calls there. You are dependent on cheating. That's why you're not trying to negotiate. But you can't negotiate to form a ticket. You don't want to negotiate. The only thing you depend on, let go to primary. Let go to primary so that you can use money to cheat. Fear for abomination. It shall not happen. Let's go. Take more calls.
Let's take some
all the way.
From the WhatsApp.
Good buying. You shall never see the day, the light of day. My man, I said, they on Facebook.
You say your name, where you calling us from?
I'm Pastor Charles Aku. I'm calling from New Jersey.
Welcome.
I'm a Liberian. We live in America, and most Liberians are American. I just want to ask us living in America here, if electoral college voting is illegal, then I will also say black voting in Liberia will be as well illegal. But if electoral college voting in America is not illegal, it is legal, then we should not have no problem with black voting. You see something God has revealed to redeem, and Satan will not prevail. This time, every evil plan of anybody, all the political parties and every political leader, it will not happen this time. That's my call. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. You win a state in America, Buckeye, you take all the Electoral College votes. Let's take more calls there. Now, black voting has 14 votes in favor, and individual voting has 2 votes in favor. 14-2. Let's go. We are taking the poll.
All right, let's take this person. Good morning. Good morning. Your name, where you calling from?
Hello?
Good morning. Your name, where you calling from?
The 2 states, the 2 states that divided, that me and Nebraska.
I'm calling from Sopile this morning.
Welcome.
Yeah, firstly, let me say hi to our leader. Our leader.
Yes, my brother, morning.
Yeah, firstly, I got one issue. The last time I called you because our community imams wanted to talk to you on some private issue, but I couldn't get you. I'm still hoping that you talk to us. We are our leader for one person.
I agree.
Secondly, I support the black election because we don't want money cartel to hijack our elections. We are there for JMB, and JMB was be elected.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let me take another.
Again, black voting has now 15 votes, and individual voting has 2. So yes.
Good morning, boy.
Yeah. Good morning. Your name, where you joining us from?
I'm Emmanuel calling from GS Road. I support the block voting because when we talk about transparency, accountability, and leadership, you not expect the people to bribe them to vote against the will. When you want to set a precedent as a transparent leader. So the 3 people coming together, we coming with transparency and accountability. We're not coming with that hand again. So the block voting will be one of the root to transparency and accountability by the delegate. And I want to say this. If ANC want to leave, the PBC, they can leave. They can leave. Because our election in Liberia another day will always go for second round. So I don't see the reason why Kumi should be fighting like this. So instead of Kumi going as a vice candidate to Joseph Boyka, later on we can push him up to be president. Boyka is already Boyka. I think Boyka want to go for second term.
No way, Boyka can go for second term. I myself will not support that.
So thank you.
All right. Thank you.
I can never support Boyka going for second term. Never. And he does not intend to. If he intends to, I will never support him. I'm just very clear.
All right.
I'm loyal to country, not to individual. I'm a different
Good morning.
now.
Good morning.
Hey, bye-bye. Good morning, Costa. This is Samuka calling from Florida. I'm calling you guys.
Mr. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, my man. First and foremost, no need for the actually keep acting as if we're so civilized and want to eat bread or in white suit. If ANC is aware that they got dubious plans, we should not give hope to the Liberian people. No, let's be very clear to let the whole world understand. The beginning of transparency for a good governance in the future start from what we are doing now. You already be able to understand that you have a plan to go grab or it has been widely circulated or it's been recorded. Everybody knows about it. Then what sort of transparency you want for people to actually use as reliance to enter into the slaughter hall? We can't accept that. If they don't want to, let them just leave for the whole process. But we are interested in black voting. Black voting is so genuine and it's transparent. Nobody wants to dupe anybody. Like you call yourself in the United States, it's right. If you think that electoral college vote is illegal in America, then black vote will be considered illegal. Well, you know that it's not illegal. Why are people voting now? Thank you, man. You have a nice day.
Thank you. The great United States uses black voting in their presidential election. When you win the state, all the electors except 2 states, Nebraska and Maine. But if you won't be president now, you start bribing delegates to vote for you. When you're president, what do you will do with the lawmakers then to pass concession agreement? Please answer me.
You'll be giving a small thing.
Thank you. You won't be president. You start bribing delegates to vote for you now. You start buying motorbike for people there in their party. What do you will do when you're president? We don't support it. Black voting is the way. So the black voting thing will force some people to change their heart now to start negotiating. And you know what I mean? Oh,
but Costa, I just want to ask this question.
Yeah.
And if, for instance, I'm a member of the Unity Party or I support Honorable Boakai for now, and later on I realized that I am a Unity Party partisan, but the agenda of Mr. Alexander Cummings is more, convincing to me than my political leader. Can I have the chance to go at least exercise my right in how to select the next tenor bearer of the CPP? Don't you
That's
think?
A good question. But I have a question for you too before I answer you. You are a member of an organization, a political party. The party has a rule. The party rule says, if you are a delegate for the party, you are under obligation to vote for the candidate of the party. You don't have your free will. If you won't vote for Cummings because you like a platform, when you're running for president, you can go vote for him in the presidential general election. But if you are representing our party at the convention, you are forced to vote for us. And you hear it, Boakai? You are part of an institution. The institution has rules. One of their rules, not even a rule, the Constitution, it says you force. They're not choice. They're not choice. Oh, you force to vote for their person. And you now want to be there, you can leave from there. But that's what it says. Delegates do not have right to vote for who they want to vote for. Delegates all over the world vote for the person their party tells them or their bloc tells them to vote for. You understand me, Boakai? In America, the greatest democracy on earth, when you go to vote the electoral college, after the popular votes have been cast, Who can decide the presidency? The Electoral College.
Yeah.
The Electoral College, you need 270 Electoral College votes to win the presidency. 270. That is the magic number. The Electoral College will go and vote again when they finish voting before you are officially declared as the winner of the race. The Electoral College cannot choose to vote the way they want to vote. You understand, all right? After the state, after you win the state, the Electoral College then votes for you. Block voting, my people. Block voting. Block voting. They vote in block. They don't go and say, the way I see Baga, and I left Baga, even though the state voted for him, but I will vote for the other candidate. It does not work that way. You know, it does not work that way. So my point is, Baga, you're cheering in your house that you're cheering in. You're cheering, you participating in a race. Your cheering is supposed to vote for you. Then the next door neighbor say, you will see that your cheering he depending on to vote you. He won't bribe your cheering with candy, with biscuit, so your cheering can vote for him. So if you make paper, you say, all my cheering, your son, the people here, you're voting for your part. That party.
Okay, Costa, this is the
answer that question.
No, it's not a bad thing. But now this is the constitution of the Unity Party. We don't know the other political parties. According to you, the Unity Party document says that all candidates should vote for
all delegates are under obligation to vote for the candidates, for all candidates of the Unity Party.
Unity Party. But we don't know the other political party if this is the scene with them. So now probably it may be an open up to who they want to go for.
That's why they got two methods have been proposed. Two methods of voting: individual voting and block voting. So your party can choose individual, my party can choose block voting. That you basically which method I choose?
Nope.
Exactly. Is it the business of ANC to tell you people how their delegates should vote?
No.
Answer the question. Is it the business of UP to tell ANC how the people should vote?
Nope.
Let me ask you a question. Everything you hear ANC can say. When we tell them that Joe Biden is popular more than them, they say, yeah, we agree. But when we go to the convention, all your people will not vote for you. Some of them will vote for us. When they tell you that, what do you say? How sure is ANC? Why is ANC so sure that all of the Unity Party people will not vote for Kwakai, that some of them will vote for Cummings? But they also tell you that all their ANC delegates will vote for Cummings. But all Unity Party delegates will not vote for Kwakai. What do they base that on? Kwakai? They may tell you, say, Kwakai, all your children in your hall will not vote for you, some of them will vote for me. But all my children in my hall will vote for me. What are you depending on to tell you that all your children will not vote for you? Some of them will vote for him. But all your children will vote for him. And none of them will vote for you. What are you depending on to say that?
Yeah, one, it could be how he will convince your children to vote for me.
Okay, so he's trying to say, my children are not loyal to me enough. I'm not able to control my children enough, but he can control his own children. Listen, he wants all his children to vote in black. You see the hypocrisy? All ANC delegates, they tell you, say, all the delegates will vote for Cummings. They're black voting. Hello? Hello? They're telling you all their children in ANC will vote for Cummings. Ain't a black voting there? But is that not black voting?
So it's black voting.
That is simple. They're telling you all our children, all our delegates will vote for Cummings. That black voting right there. Why they can tell you, say, let the people have free will to vote for anybody they want to vote for. But they're telling you, say, they won't be in witchcraft, but they not get plenty children. That is the ANC won't be in. You won't be in witchcraft, but you not get plenty children. You won't eat your friend and children, but you not get plenty children there for us to eat. So no, say your children not plenty. Let me eat my own children. You eat your own. You eat your own children. It's simple. Eat your own children. I'll eat my own children.
Yeah, Costa, for now, the issue about the Liberty Party, how they are divided, it will be another thing. Of course,
it will not be a problem in a Liberty Party. You know why? Yes, why it will not be a problem. Because Liberty Party is divided, and I don't expect that division is going to go away before the convention. The Liberty Party might opt, because the party will go to the executive committee, and when they will decide what method of voting to carry, right? When they go to their individual executive committee meeting, they will take a decision. Which method are we going to use? When they go, I expect, because the Liberty Party is divided between Bility and Yombly, I expect when they go to their convention, to their, what you might call it, they will decide how to vote. What method? I'm sure they might use the individual voting method because they are divided. Right? The Liberty Party is divided. Youngly has the majority, yes, but they are divided. Bility has some people that he has influenced to support him, financially induced. So the whole thing is that just people want to bribery. They want to bribery. That all they depend on to win. You can't win freely and squarely. That money you want to use to win. Then you say you're not corrupt, but you can bribe. Let's take more costs, right? Let's take more costs.
0770102102086010383 555-102-102. The WhatsApp number is +231 8624171. Keep your calls coming in, and you'll be live on the show this morning. So that when I see me, my boss holding and pulling, we have to, balance it sometime, make the show interactive. Yeah, so that's why we can.
No, it's very healthy. They don't know that, but it's very healthy.
Yeah, let's take.
Costa, I'm constrained to call by please.
Good morning, welcome.
Okay, let me say this clearly. Let nobody's idea should lead us to twist our minds on this idea of voting. Because there are people within the Unity Party. They are admirers of Madam Seli. They are intrinsically rooted in the Unity Party with impressive appearance, but deceitful. Madam Seli, they owe allegiance to Madam Seli than the party. And Madam Seli is strongly opposed to Joseph Boakai presidency. So those kind of people are intrinsically rooted in the Unity Party. When you see them, you say, oh, these are good delegates, and you send them. So I want for everybody to understand, we know that if you give me the call to start calling me or what I mean, they will never put against Manaseri interest. Whereas Manaseri is not supporting Joseph Boakai. That can be sent as a card. The same problem for which Cummings is depending on to think that they can influence delegates from the Bureau Political Party. It can't be AFP. No way. It can't be AFP. AFP is the only political arrangement in this particular entire arrangement that is very much concise, focused, and set. Nobody can easily interject. Then now you have done everything possible to make sure that the delegate will remain intact. But the Unity Party, so we should not allow anybody to influence or to accept the idea of voting outside black voting. This is the reason why I call. Let's take heed.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Well, folks, we did a little sampling, and this will bring us to the end of that. And the sampling we did, we asked Liberians, which of the two methods of voting do you prefer? The both methods are democratic. They are used all over the world, particularly in conventions or political party primaries. Block voting or pledge delegate voting, where you pledge your entire delegate pool to a particular candidate, or you tell your delegates to vote as they choose on their own volition. The proposal will make its way to the executive committee of the CPP. And the CPP executive committee will decide how to vote. So we ask Liberians, where do you stand on this? Which of the two methods do you support? block voting or individual voting? The Liberians who called in this morning said overwhelmingly 18 of them support. Please mute yourself. You are talking. We can hear you in the background, please. Overwhelmingly, 18 people said we choose block voting, and 2 people said we choose individual voting. So, Bwakai, the number is 18 to 2. 18 to 2. Block voting carries today.
I was marking it here also.
That's correct. 18 to 2. Now, we're going to stop there. Black voting wins the day. That's what the majority of Liberians want. Now, so what we're going to do here now is we have 2 distinguished young leaders with us this morning. Madam Cornelia Kra Tukba and Ambassador Larimer Yonton. They are both members of the JMB Tact Team, TACT-TAM, JMB Tact Team. Now, you guys, you can put your camera on now so that people can see you. Please put your video on if you don't mind. So, tomorrow, September 11. Tomorrow is September 11, 2021. The JMB Tact Team is an organization of young men and women, and not so young men and women from all walks of life have come together to organize themselves to mobilize resources, mobilize support, and rally that support and those resources behind the political or the presidential bid of former Vice President Joseph Yuma Boakai. The Tact Team has been around for a while. They were the ones who organized that one-day beach jamboree at Suncoast Beach, where JMB went and had a fantastic time with Liberians from all walks of life. So, but the Tact Team will officially be launched tomorrow. It will be a virtual launch, which means they're not having a program in a physical location. It's going to be virtual. There will be people in America who will join, people in other parts of the world. JMB will be on. Other political leaders, Mr. Ure will be on as well. And all of us, myself included, will be on because I am a member, a flow member. I'm a flow member of the Tact Team. I don't hold a position, but I'm a flow member. Now, we support Joseph Yuma Boakai. So the Tact Team has sent 3 fine individuals, Ambassador Larimer Yonton, Madam Cornelia Kra Tukba, and Mr. Robert Ernest Wilson, to talk about tomorrow's virtual launch of a super PAC. In America, they will call it a super PAC to support Joe Boakai for president. So we're going to go now to our guests to talk about tomorrow's launch of the Tact Team. It will be live tomorrow via my page, 3 p.m. Eastern Time in America, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, and 7 p.m. Liberian time. It will be, we will be casting it over Zoom, over Facebook, and people can join and watch from all over the world. So, Madam Cornelia Kra Tukba, welcome. Kindly unmute yourself. Welcome. Good morning.
Thank you for having me. Good morning, Costa. Good morning to the people of Liberia. Good morning, Boakai. Larama, thank you for having me here today, Costa.
Very good. It's our pleasure to have you. And we're going to go to Larman. Larman, morning.
Good morning, Costa. Let me say thank you to you and Boakai for hosting us. Good morning, Cornelia, and to all of our Tact Team members and officials across Liberia and the diaspora. And I also like to send a quick greetings, special greetings to His Excellency Joseph Yuma Boakai, the next president of Liberia, wherever he is listening.
Thank you, Brother Larman. We will go to Brother Robert Ernest Wilson. Brother Wilson, good morning. Brother Wilson, can you hear us?
He's not on with us, Costa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he just got back on.
I believe I just added him.
Hello?
Wilson. Brother Robert Wilson.
Yes, hello? I'm here.
Okay, Robert, go ahead, my brother. We can hear you. Welcome.
Okay, let me say good morning to the peace-loving people of Liberia and His Excellency Ambassador Joseph Human Boykai, who is the standard bearer of the Unity Party, and to all the listeners around the world. I'm overwhelmed to be part of this broadcast this morning.
Thank you, Robert. Robert sounds very fired up this morning. So I'm going to circle back with Cornelia. Cornelia, you played a very key role in the formation, the activities of the Tact Team, and tomorrow it is officially being launched. The website is already up. We're going to provide the information. Hundreds and hundreds of people have already signed up. It is fantastic. So tell us about what is the Tact Team all about, and why should people join it? And is it only limited to people from the Unity Party, or can anybody join the Tact Team?
So the Tact Team initially started as a political action group. The Senate elections were focused on issuing the election of on and pulling of funding strategy for the young people from all walks of life that had decided to transition to something bigger, because we saw that this transition that was bigger than what we were just seeing. And that is how the idea of the Tact Team came about. And the purpose of the Tact Team is to have people from different walks of life, different political, social, and economic background come together, identify a particular goal, and work towards it. At this point, the goal of the Tact Team is to ensure that Wakai
Cornelia, we're very sorry, but we can barely hear you. You have a very patchy line.
And the way we do that is by
your connection is not good at all. Cornelia, we're very sorry. If you can hear me, your connection is terrible. You're breaking very badly. We can hardly hear you at all. We can hardly hear you. So please try to improve your connection. While you're trying to do that, let me go to Brother Lama Yunton. Lama, good morning. I asked Cornelia. Yeah, but your connection is pretty bad, Cornelia. We can't hear you. Let's go to Laraman. Laraman, morning. Tell us, can anybody join the Tact Team? It will be launched tomorrow. Can anybody join it? And what is it really about?
So yes, anybody can join the Tact Team. In fact, it's open even to our friends from the other side, the CDC, who tonight believe in the current leadership style of Ambassador George Weah. We are a commemoration, a Tact network of Liberians from different persuasion who have decided to come together to achieve two primary objectives. The first objective is to ensure that His Excellency Joseph Human Boykai is become the standard bearer of the collaborating political parties. And the second objective out of the first objective, which is to ensure that Ambassador Boykai wins the 2023 general presidential election. And the way we're going to go about this is to bet on our best political strategies, is to mobilize an army of like minds, an army of enthusiasts who believe in the future of Liberia, as well as mobilizing resources to make this happen. At the Tact Team, we believe that not just the future of Liberia is at stake, but also how do we guide the process leading towards 2023 and after. We believe that Ambassador Borga is that carrier, is that leader that can lead Liberia to prosperity. We also believe that he's the only person that has the ability to reposition Liberia geopolitically with its neighbors. We talk about the Mono River Union, we talk about ECOWAS, AU, as well as our bilateral friends and partners. We need to see Liberia back on the path of rightitude. We need a leader that has that ability and the capacity and the network to redeem our lost image within the community of nations. We want to see Liberia in a way that we can give a deeper sense to a new sense of optimism. And I think Ambassador Barker can do that, to lead a process where we can shift our governance and policy paradigm with people focused, people centered kind of policy that is deeply rooted in agriculture, that is deeply rooted in rules, technology, tourism, and sanitation. And I think from this perspective, we have decided to amalgamate ourselves and reach out to like minds, reach out to brilliant Liberians, people in the working class, lawyers, accountants, as well as people who are not even in the working class, grassroots Liberians from all across the countries and the diaspora, to form this formidable force and ensure that Ambassador Barker becomes the next president.
Thank you very much, Brother Larriman. Robert, let me come to you there. So the tact team will be launched tomorrow, as Larriman said, and it's open to all Liberians. It's not some auxiliary of the Unity Party. It's a political action committee, and Liberians from the diaspora from all over the world can join it. The website, you've already seen hundreds and hundreds of people sign up, and the enthusiasm is high. What should we expect, Brother Robert Wilson, tomorrow after the tact team is launched in that virtual event where His Excellency Joe Barker himself will be present and will make remarks? Thereafter, what should we expect from the JMB Tact Team? What should we expect, Robert? What are the activities that we expect the tact team to be engaged in?
Thank you very much, Costa. We will be engaging the entire world because the entire tact team is not a political party. It's a political action group. We are encouraging people from all walks of life, whether you're a mechanic, you're a shoeshine boy, you're a wheelbarrow boy, you're a market woman, just anything you're capable of doing. We will go all out in all of the counties, in all of the nooks and corners of Liberia. We are going to establish cells, Australia, America, Sweden, Norway, Sierra Leone, just anybody who want to be part of the process. Any part of the world you are, you can just go on a link, go on my page, and click on the link, become a member. We are even trying to extend it to Telegram and WhatsApp and Facebook. Every social media, we will engage everybody from all walks of life. The Liberian people can expect nothing else but contribution and amalgamation of forces, people with different ideas from all walks of life, to engage the process come 2023, because this example that Liberian people gave us in 2017 has failed miserably, and we can never resurrect politically. We need to get our country back from the hands of these people, and this is what the tact team is all about. We are going to amalgamate forces, get our people together, and get this example of the Liberian people back.
Thank you very, very much, Brother Robert Wilson. Let's come back to Cornelia, and I hope her line is much better. So, Cornelia, let's talk about the layout of the program, the virtual launch tomorrow. What to expect tomorrow at 7 p.m. Liberian time and 3 p.m. Eastern time. What do we expect?
What we expected tomorrow will be an overview first of what the tact team is about. As Robert mentioned, we've been in the past few days rolling out our mobilization and membership plan, and we've had a huge wave of people signing up and becoming members of the tact team. So tomorrow's event will be a virtual launch of the tact team. It will be officially coming into force as a tact team. We'll also be welcoming our new members, all those that have registered. Even if you haven't registered, if you still register between now and then, we'll also be welcoming individuals to the tact team. We'll have political speeches. Of course, we'll have remarks by His Excellency Joseph Newman Boakai, the star, if I should say, of the tact team, because it is because of this goal of making him first the standard bearer of the CPP, next the president of the Republic of Liberia, that we have come together from different walks of life to use our different skills and experiences to bring results. The tact team is a team that is known for results, and that is why you see some of the very strong brains of political activism in Liberia, of politics in Liberia, of social work in Liberia. You see everybody coming together despite of our diversity. So as we said, we don't look at political background. We come from any political party. Even a ruling party, we have interest in making sure that the His Excellency Joseph Nima Boakai becomes the next president, because you feel that you have killed the Liberian people miserably. We welcome you to be a part of the tact team, and we'll all use our experiences and skill to bring the results. So that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. The political speeches, welcome our new members, and officially launching the tact team.
Madam Cornelia Kra Tukbade, she is a very strong a member of the JMB Tact Team. Let me provide the website. The website is www.jnbtactteam. That's TACTTEAM. JMBTactTeam.com. It's all one word. That's www.jnbtactteam.com. All one word. Now, tomorrow, the program, the virtual launch, will feature a number of people. Honorable Benana Ure, the political leader of the ALP, will be the launcher of the tact team. The patron, the man in whose service the tact team was established, former Vice President Joe Boakai himself will make special remarks. Thousands of people all over the world will be able to watch. And what do you guys hope to, what kind of message do you hope to put out there tomorrow at the end of the day, to the people who will be watching and who will hear, through a very large medium that this organization exists, this political action group exists, and that people can sign up and they can also contribute financially. Because one of the problems we have, and Cornelia, I'm coming back to you on this, is that in Liberia, we have a culture where the politicians are expected to raise all the money and support themselves, get elected, and then deliver for the people. But in other parts of the world, the people mobilize resources and they support their candidates. Now, we've seen a couple of exceptions, which we must commend them for. During the last Senate election and the one before, 2019, that brought Dylan to power, we were able to, raise thousands of dollars from our people to support those efforts. Does the tact team, intend to use grassroots fundraising, efforts to mobilize resources to support their candidate, Joe Boakai? Do you guys intend to do that, Cornelia?
Yes, so the tact team, as I said earlier, focuses on fundraising. That's one of our major focus. And the reason we focus on that is because we want to be as effective. You have all these people from different walks of life coming together with all these brilliant ideas. We don't want to have to wait for the CPP, for example, to provide funding for us to implement. So our programs, our strategies will be run alongside the CPP strategy. And the way we believe we can succeed is through fundraising first, to sponsor our projects, and also to sponsor the general campaign of His Excellency Joseph Nima Boakai. So we're engaged in grassroots fundraising. This is something that we engaged in, as you mentioned, Costa, during the senatorial election, where we launched the Zalo Rally. That was very successful. And we have seen since the launch of the Zalo Rally during the senatorial election, more people are drawing towards that. If you go on the website that Costa shared, you'll see the options for donation. We are encouraging donation as minimum as $1. It will go a very long way. We're also encouraging people to share the website to others so that we can be able to spread the word and also fundraise. So yes, we're looking towards fundraising, grassroots fundraising, to be able to implement most of our strategies and not have to wait for CCP to be the one to run our strategies, although we'll be working alongside them. And also, so by the time we reach in the campaign, the tactic team can be able to say, okay, we are printing 1 million t-shirts for the campaign, we are printing flyers, we are providing town hall meetings. These are all things we want to be prepared. So we're starting fundraising from now so that by 2023 we have sufficient funds that will be required to run an effective campaign that will bring His Excellency Joseph Numa Boakai to the presidency.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much. You know, okay, let's come back to Robert. Now, guys, we have to go. Our time is up. So tomorrow is the event, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. You are going to be asking Liberians to sign up. And of course, you have already over 500 people on this website. And I hear you have a payment, which is what the COP has. That's how we raise our dues. I mean, we raise our money like that, our dues, tens of thousands of, we've raised many thousands of dollars. Every month, our people pay dues via the website. Does the Tact Team website have that capacity for members from all over the world who want to pay the dues or contribute to your efforts? Do you have a payment processing platform on the website embedded? Brother Yonta?
Yes, we do. In fact, since the last 2 days, we've received over 1,000 new members, and people have begun making payment on the website. So yeah, we have that option on the website. Again, our hope is to continuously promote the website so that people are able to join via the website and make their payments. This is an effort that is, going to witness dedicated Liberians over a period of time. I know we are some 25 months in the general and presidential election, but the grassroots effort and our strategy of crowdfunding will really, really help in the direction where people can talk to people within a network, their friends and family members, to see reason how they can come on board and help in terms of strategy advancement and resource mobilization. So yes, there is an option on the website for that.
That's very good. That's what the COP used, and that's our members paid that use on the website. We raise thousands of dollars every month, and that's very, very good because so basically the Tact Team, why the CPP is there working with their internal infrastructure. The Tact Team would be working on a periphery, running their own operations, but in concert and coordination with the CPP ultimately after Joe Boakai becomes the standard bearer, which is what we all know is going to happen. That's what we should expect. Fantastic stuff. Robert Wilson.
Yes, sir.
Almost 1,000 people are on this website. It hasn't even been launched yet. What does that tell you? The level of enthusiasm, the interest in the effort, every effort to make this man president of the country. Why do people gravitate so passionately, so spiritedly toward Joe Boakai? Why is that?
Joe Boakai is a natural human magnet based on his activity for the past 40 years. Imagine someone worked in Africa, Liberia as a whole, without a tinted character for 40 years. This man not stood on a dime. This man has enriched himself with public money. He has managed to live a simple life and feel part of the ordinary Liberian on a daily basis. This is the Joe Boakai we all know about. He's not a bourgeois. He's a down-to-earth, a people-driven individual who over the years exhibited a high level of competence and anti-corruption activities. Imagine he was vice president for 12 years, and we heard a lot of corruption allegations in this country for 12 years. Not a single day you ever heard Joe Boyka in any kind of situation that he can't handle, as I quote from one of my colleagues. So you see, this is it. Imagine, let me recall in some years back that Ambassador Boyka Ellen wanted to appoint his junior, the Joe Boyka Jr., to both Maritime Authority and the National Port Authority as deputy for administration. And he said, as sitting vice president, I cannot accept my son to work in his government because it will be considered as nepotistic. Imagine if we have someone with such character in this country can tell you, say, no, I don't want my son to work. This is unprecedented in our political history. This has never happened in our history before. So imagine when Joseph Boyka entered the executive mansion, what will happen? I believe that a lot of things, a lot of people are against him, few of them, because of the kind of life he led and the principle-minded individual he is. Very principle-minded. Sit with Joe Boyka on a daily basis, you will know the kind of person he is. So I'm saying people are gravitating towards it. It's a natural phenomenon. He's a natural human magnet. And I can assure you, we are inviting people from all walks of life tomorrow to assemble at his house. Come to see. Come and see the individual we talk about, Joseph Yuma Boyka, who over the years have exemplified himself as a straightforward human being. It is unprecedented in Liberia, and we are calling on people from all walks of life to go on the website, contribute if you can contribute. Join us. Let's take this country from these people who have mismanaged our resources, who in just 1 year, we are built for the 2 condominiums. This man mismanaged his own resources, and the Liberian Post said, no, manage ours. What do you expect? This is what we have, and we are all ready. And we have our boots on our foot, ready to go all out in the nooks and corners of Liberia in making sure that Joseph William Boyka is the next president of Liberia.
Robert Ernest Wilson, thank you very much. I'm going to come to Cornelia. Thanks to all of you. Our time is up, and let me give you each 1 minute to close up. Tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Liberian Time. On this very platform, my Facebook pages. We're also going to try to stream the program live on our other platforms, YouTube, the website, my tuning, so that we can have a much, much greater audience. Cornelia, let me give you a minute to close up, and whatever it is else that you didn't get to say, you can throw it in there in your closing comments.
In closing, I would like to encourage Liberians to sign up for the Tact Team. I would like to especially encourage females to sign up for the Tact Team. I'm sorry I had to do that. We need to ensure that we have at least an appreciable amount of females making up the Tact Team, because we know the force that we bring to different political processes, and how when we decide to move, we move, and we see results before we start. So I would like to encourage more females to join the Tact Team. I would also like to say the Tact Team is engaged in events, hosting different events and coordinating it. And as part of that, the Saturday is going to be a day that is fully packed for His Excellency Joseph Boyka and us as members of the Tact Team. At 1 o'clock on Saturday, the Unity Party will be endorsing and presenting His Excellency Joseph Yuma Boyka as the Unity Party aspirant for the PPP process. And this is in line with what we at the Tact Team want, because if we are focusing on ensuring that he becomes the standard bearer, before becoming the standard bearer for the CPP, he has to first be the aspirant of the Unity Party. So we're encouraging all of us, friends, sympathizers of His Excellency Boyka, to be at the Unity Party headquarters at 1 o'clock for this presentation. After which time, by 7 now, we'll be able to join virtually and launch the Tact Team at the event at 1 o'clock at the Unity Party headquarters. We'll encourage more people to continue to go online the tag team, so that by 7 we have a full house for the launch of the tag team. Costa, thank you as a member of the tag team, a very strong member of the tag team, for having us on your program today, and for all that you do in ensuring that we project His Excellency Joseph Boakai as the presidential candidate and most likely to become president of Liberia.
Thank you, Cornelia. Thanks for all you do as well. I agree with you. We need a lot more women such as yourself to get involved. There's always a tendency that women would play the laissez-faire person. Not that women aren't interested or don't care about politics or the direction in which the country is going, but they oftentimes aren't as enthusiastic to get in and play, an integral role as you do. So yes, the tag team is open to women, particularly women. The one, women are encouraged to sign up, so that we can have a fusion of male and female perspectives in order to influence and inform the decisions and actions that are taken to further the overarching objective of this organization, which is to get Joe Boakai to the executive mansion. Robert, let's come to you for your parting comments, and then Brother Lyman will wind this up.
So let me thank all of our listeners who are part of the broadcast. Let me thank Liberians from all walks of life. We are inviting them. It's a situation we are using one stone to kill two birds. 1 o'clock at the Unity Party headquarters in Congo Town. Then at 7 p.m. Liberian time, 3 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow is the program at His Excellency Joseph Boakai's residence, where we're inviting every Liberian from all walks of life. As you said, this will be streamlined on bulk of the social media, platforms, including, YouTube, Facebook, all over. We are asking Liberians from all walks of life to please join us and go to the website, be part of the process. You can donate if you wish. Everything is there. Click on the link. As Costa just tagged the link to this page. We say thanks very much, Costa, for having us, and we appreciate everybody for listening. Thank you.
Thank you, Robert. Brother Larma Yonton.
So the movement is on. Tomorrow is the official launch. We want to encourage all of our friends and brothers and sisters and family members all across Liberia and the diaspora to please sign up to the website and join the tag team. You can give your $1, your $2, your $10 to avoid the cost. As we all know, our country is at one of the lowest moments in history. And it's a question of what do we do about now and the future. And I think His Excellency Joseph Boakai is the future that we can rally around to improve the lives of our people and resolve the everyday bread and butter issues. So let's join the tag team. We hope to see you tomorrow. And we want to say thank you, Costa and Boakai, for the honor of hosting us.
Thank you, guys. Sister Cornelia Kra Tukba, Brother Robert Ernest Wilson, and Ambassador Larima Shenkin Yonton, all are members of the JMB Tact Team. This organization is open to everyone out there. Once you're a Liberian, you can be a supporter. It doesn't matter where you're from. That's why they are not an auxiliary of the Unity Party. Is an organization for all Liberians. So you can join it. There's the website. For those of you who are listening and want to watch it, so I'm going to read out and call out the website so that you can join. You can go sign up. You can pay your regular due. You can make contributions financially to help support this cause to get this man elected. It's www.jmbtactteam.com. That's JMB, the letters, and TACT, that's tact, and TEAM for team. One word, spells as it sounds. JMB Tact Team. Folks, thank you so much. I look forward to interacting with you virtually at the lunch tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Costa.
Okay. Well, Boakai?
Yeah.
Well, I'm back here. Well, you know, so we had to go much longer than we normally go, but yeah. So this brings us to an end. This week's presentation. We will be here Monday, same time. Tomorrow we'll do the virtual thing. Tomorrow we're going to carry live on those platforms. Tell Eduardo and George to be at the station tomorrow. You don't have to be there if you don't want to be, but George and Eduardo have to be to set it up so that we can stream it via the other platforms, the website, MyTuning, MyTuning, and stuff like that. Huh?
All right.
Okay. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
All right.